Hey, all you YouTubers out there again. It's Robert Firestone. May 18th, Friday, 9:30 a.m. Um, Tracy, did get your message. I did send you a message back, but YouTube tried to block me from actually even getting back to my own video and leaving you a post. I had to go around them to get to you, but I did leave you a post, and I appreciate your comment, and you did get exactly what I was saying. Okay, on to this. What I'm about to state to the world, for the ones that watch and the ones that see me, Lord, I'm going forth with something that this is my prayer, that this gets answered. This helps us move along in this. I'm not out to hinder anybody. I'm not out to hurt anyone. I'm not out to cause anybody any kind of harm whatsoever. Business is business. Amen. Okay. John and Mcafee. You wanted to take down Google? I may have the way for you to do it. But, I'm sure you get 200-300 ideas a day, and probably 1,000 from your own brain. Okay? What I'm actually suggesting to everybody is to do this in a manner that's going to be slow. It's going to be kind of sneaky. It's like a hostile takeover of a company. Before the company knows it, somebody's there ready to lock the doors on them and get rid of everybody. Okay? I don't see this ever happening to get rid of Google, but it may give us a back door into an internet that is more in tuned for all of us if you want the truth. If you don't want the truth, you'll keep hanging out and doing the same old thing. Okay. Also, to Anonymous Construct, there is a bunch of y'all that already has servers, and other people has homebrew servers in their house. I know this because I had one myself. Okay. Asking, we need to find somebody to centrally locate and set up a program to where people donate older used computer equipment, but up to date enough to where hard drives could be wiped, reformatted, preferably SATA, high-speed internet motherboards, take small homebrewed servers and set them up through the whole United States. Okay. Later down the road, this could turn into money for the whole system. Okay. First thing is, I'll never go to a patent office. Okay. I'm looking to do this open source. I'm sure that there's going to be people out here, once they actually realize what I'm saying is very doable, you could accomplish this. Okay. You crunch the numbers in your own head. I'm not going to do the math or anything like that. I've kind of figured up a few things. Start off with one person in every state in the United States. Okay. Each individual has 5 to 10 hard drives, a high-speed internet connection. Also, it had to be set up under, what my understanding is so far, a P2P share. Okay. Open file, open network, open source. All right. We also need to set up a VPN on all. Okay. Virtual private network. Okay. This is like a hostile takeover. It's totally legal. But like I said, we need a main hub. I don't have the room in my house to sit down, nor I have the skill set to take care of a lot of this. I can do the hardware end of it, putting them together, cleaning them up, making them decent, maybe even putting software on them like Windows or Leopard or Mac or whatever they prefer. Outside of that, when it comes to, I've looked it up on Google and DuckDuckGo, it shows the branches of the internet like a tree. Shows how to go from A to B to C to D, so on, so on, so on, so on. Okay. Another thing too, I want to get on with a lot of people that don't quite have an understanding. Birth certificates. Okay. It's almost like when you mention this to somebody, it's like you're cussing these people out. Okay, they don't want to pick up on the subject or go see or comment back or anything like that. I had a few people make some comments on some things, and I've done some instant messaging, so to speak, back and forth. Okay, main question. Okay, y'all pick up your birth certificate. Okay, an original birth certificate. Okay, mine is original. Okay. Here's questions. Why is the birth certificate printed from a bond company? And who are they? Why a hospital needs such services? If you don't believe this is true. We are sold at birth. You don't gotta believe me. That's up to y'all. So, I'm going to make this kind of a short video, but I'd love to get people together somehow, some way, to get an understanding of putting this together. Later on, once this would take off, you figure if you had one in everybody's 5,000 people, 10,000 people, 20,000 people, okay? And everybody had 5 or 10 hard drives set up to where they could, the information come in and out fluidly to where they could be taken care of. Also have what I would call backup P2P servers. One goes down for, say, power goes out in somebody's house, okay? As soon as it's seen that it goes out, the individual makes a cell phone call to the next P2P server to pick up the traffic. As soon as the server comes back on, for whatever reason, the traffic goes right back. Okay, so it don't really slow anybody down. I don't know if there's going to have to be separate internet connections. I believe there's things made by, I think it's Foxconn, that's switching stations for internet. But anybody or anybody that is really interested, please let me know. And like I said, Mr. Mcafee, you wanted to help take down Google. This may be a way. Searching for names. I don't really want to play in the realm of the elites, the pedophiles. I'd rather not be connected to any of such things. But if we could do this and get this going, I'd like to, I think a good name for it could be ShadowNet or We the People Net. Different aspects, different ways of looking at it. But what I was going to say is, eventually, where YouTube steals everybody's monetized content, okay, and keeps them from making a little bit of money. It could be set up under a Bitcoin factor. I watch a guy on a DIY network. He's setting one up for himself. Bitcoin-based type situation. But what could actually happen is we could have main branches throughout the United States on main servers just to run advertisements through, and everybody that had a server in their house would be allowed a small paycheck from. Now this is just one way of setting it up, moving it forward. They could, within, I don't know, a year or two, whatever, down the road, or it might even take off even quicker with the right people behind it. They can make a little income every month for having that server in their house, okay, and them being a branch of that tree. It would be fair to them, and whoever else wants to keep adding a server, make it available through donations. And what I mean by that is donations of the computer parts, okay, to build a server, okay. We don't need no $10,000 server rack, okay. And like I said before in the other video, if that, forgive my language, that demonic bitch known as Hillary did this and was pretty much starting off keeping all the information that she was downloading and moving around the world, okay, secret from the same people that she was working for, okay, known as the United States government, okay. I believe it's very doable, okay. All I want is the input, a way to help move it along. I'm not interested in a patent. Patents are rip-offs. It's just another way to steal what you come up with, okay. It also locks you down from moving forward into something that might be a great idea for all of us. TruthNet, another name. I mean, if you sit and you think about it, I'm sure that once we get, if we can, get the group of people together to where we can confab back and forth with each other, if it ain't nothing through emails, to do a vote basis, like I said in the other video. Any kind of changes or any kind of things coming down, the people that's holding the servers in their house, they will have to have a say-so on any kind of content being changed on that net, okay? It's got to be a unanimous type situation, okay? Especially you got a good tech guy sitting there that's a truther and understands what's going on, and he's telling you that there's a subject, that there's, say, the NSA or the CIA or Homeland Security trying to tap into one of the servers. Well, we could build servers, what I'd call ghost servers or dead-end servers, to route them back through, okay, then spin them back out. See, I understand the basics behind a lot of this and how things may work, but I just don't have the technical capability. I would love to sit down with some patient, genius, hacker type person to further my education into this, okay? I have a half associate's degree in telecommunications and electronics. Like I said, it made me good enough and dangerous enough to repair my own stuff and build my own things. But anyway, I'll make this video as short as I can. And like I said, some people already have homebrewed servers, okay? And we need people with a certain type of skill set that understands this. And I'm hoping somebody will help lead this forward, okay? Because here again, I'm not no social guru. I don't like Facebook. I barely use Twitter. I know Facebook 15 years ago or whatever, when it first come out, within the first year or so when it first come out, I was watching people post and see what they was posting, and thought it was kind of a good idea till it dawned on me one morning that what they was doing, they was recording their whole life on the internet, okay? For anybody to see, anybody to use, anybody to download. And then I understood too, because there was movies out at that time, I think, or maybe a little later, called Wag the Dog. If nobody's ever seen it, you ought to go check it out. Now we have full-fledged that technology being thrown right in our face. Okay? There's been people go overseas for a vacation, look up at a billboard, see their face and their family on a billboard being advertised for some company there overseas. One lady, I remember a story, I think she was in France or Germany somewhere, but there was a wanted poster there for her, okay, as a prostitute. The girl had never been to that country, but her face was on that wanted poster, okay. I knew then it wasn't no good. There will have to be protections, not protections like they claim for us. They're there to protect us. Not a damn one of these three-letter mob agencies that I've ever seen protected any damn thing for me or any of mine. Okay? If somebody stole something from me, where was they at? If somebody was shooting at me, where was they at? If somebody was wanting to stick a knife in my gut, where was they at? That's a lie. That's a sham. That's bullshit programming that we was brought up into to believe that this is the true virtuous side, and it's not. I mean, anybody got half a brain that's been following just a Q thing or your regular news, and we got a president of the United States standing up almost on a day-to-day basis and tweeting it that the news that's out here is fake. The Kim Jong-un thing, okay, that's been proven fake already, where he's talking about backing down. That's a lie. It's a fake. It's a sham. Okay? I listened to a preacher. Well, I don't know if he's a preacher or not. I know he's a reporter type person that's, I don't want to say religious. He believes in God. Okay? His wife is pretty much a scientist. Okay? She's into all kinds of different things. But he sat right there in Israel the other day on his feed on YouTube and other platforms that he's on and told the American people that they was being lied to by the national media that they was watching about what was going on. They was within miles of this so-called Palestinian uprising and all this stuff was going on and this, that, and the other. They're standing on a balcony in Israel, okay, looking in that direction. No smoke, no fire, no gunfire, no missiles. None of this was going on that the news claimed it was, okay? Y'all got to have an understanding of this. The ones that control the narrative controls the lie and the truth, okay? Once everybody starts waking up to these facts that a good-looking individual on CNN that's wearing a $5,000 suit with a big grin on his face, it looked like he just stepped out of GQ magazine or Miss Top Model of the Month, do lie. They're paid to lie. There's even recorded law, okay, in our government to make sure that they spread propaganda lies. Go look it up. All right. Peace to y'all. Like I said, I didn't want to make this too long, but I'm hoping that I can maybe get this geared up and going. I would love some of the YouTubers that I watch and pay attention to, if somehow or another they could get picked up on this. Would love to converse back and forth, okay? I have Skype on this laptop. We could do something like that. I'll have to learn the ins and outs of it, of course. But anyway, peace to all of y'all. God bless all of y'all. Godspeed to all of y'all. And for whoever can help move this forward, if it seems like it may be starting to take off people that's got the used computer equipment, it's already sitting there. It's gathering dust. Why not do something with it? Okay? If you want to be one of the branches in the server, okay, set it to the side. Take a picture of it. Send it to my YouTube with a some kind of way for me to click on it, go look at the pictures and everything, and put you on some kind of list, okay, as a potential That would be fantastic. I know I'm going to cause myself a lot of work if this thing starts taking off. But I believe long term it'd be well worth it. The money part of it, the aspect of it, long term, every one of us that's got one of these sitting in the house, that means we own a piece of it. Okay? We're part of that chain, that network, that branch off that tree. No longer with the $100 million servers that Google's got. Okay? There's many ways to take down an enemy. And there's not always the way of, you can't always fight an enemy that's worth that kind of money with non-money. But there is ways to leverage yourself, to put yourselves into a situation to where you're just as big and bad as they are. Maybe not the same kind of money, maybe not the same kind of power and pull, but you get enough people behind you. We the people means a lot if people understands what that means. Like I've said before, the division, okay, it comes in many buckets. You have division of race, you have division of your financial world, you have division of your education, you have division in your religion, you have division in everything, okay? And they've been knowing this. I heard a preacher the other day, was listening to him on the radio, didn't know this. When psychiatrists first started studying the human mind, they was looking for the soul. Do y'all understand what that means? They was spiritual people. They was God-type people. Once they figured out the human mind could be manipulated from way off in distances because of what they read, what they hear, what they see, they seen right then and there how to start controlling the population, and the population did not have a clue what was going on. The best way to hide something is right under your nose. How many times, think about this, how many times one of you laid your car keys down and go back to look for them and they're not there? But that's where your mind told you that's where that was at. You run through the house going mad, you worry for something, and you run right back through the same damn place and there they lay. Hiding in plain sight, right under your nose. You did it to yourself. I've done it to myself. So I'm not using or trying to beat nobody up over it. I do it all the time. I hate to admit that. I call it short timers. Some people call it whatever they want to call it. I call it short timers. I just kind of shake my head, pick my keys up, and go. But anyway, peace to all y'all. I hope this gets out. And I hope it gets some traction. Forgive my... That's my fiance back there hanging on the wall. I can't get my thumb going in the right direction. Everything's backward. Right there. There's my fiance. Peace to all y'all.